We're going to have coffee clatches where we're going to discuss interesting topics in a serious manner. And we're really looking for people to get in touch with us and let us know things you would like to hear us talk about or any insights you'd like us to share. So we really need some audience participation in order to make these segments work as well as I think that they should. We will come up with topics on our own that we think are really valuable and worth covering. Correct?
Absolutely. There's a lot of things to talk about in the realm of human life and our spiritual connections and how to make that more prevalent in our lives. Especially, I know that in the past years, since I've been more involved in this avenue, what a change my life has made, just from the perspective of seeing things differently.
Well, how would you say you've seen things differently? What's the biggest change you would say you noticed in the last year?
I think the biggest change for me is lessening fear in my life. And when I find those topics that make me fearful, I'm a little bit better now at looking at it for what it is, which is a human fear, and trying to find a spiritual resolution, which I have been pretty successful at.
Oh, could you give us an example?
Well, my favorite fear topic is health. And every little thing that happens to me or one of my children, I immediately have this sense of panic that comes over me at the slightest little thing that goes wrong. And a lot of that, because I'm looking at it from a more spiritual perspective, is due to certain things in my past that I saw, such as my dad's fear of his health worries, my mom having anxiety issues, and now I see that not only in myself that I've experienced, but now I see it in my sons. And although I still immediately have that sense of panic when these days happen, I'm better able to put it in perspective and find resolution either for myself or try to help my son, move
Mm-hmm.
past his anxiety that I just tend to see as a genetic thing at this point.
Did you find this to be like a freeing thing?
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
that's what I found. The more I can release my fears and just be open to whatever, the more free I feel.
Right. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect at it because I'm not, but at least I'm better at recognizing the situations and trying to lessen the fear around it.
And if that doesn't work, you always have your calming essence.
And I have calming essence, which is a 5-flower formula from my chiropractor,
Hey,
which works for me.
if
So,
it works, it works. I'm not one to say don't try things that don't work in order to overcome. It's just it's more important to connect to why you have those
right. It's
reactions.
probably more of a placebo effect that you could put water in there with the same flavor.
But see,
Probably.
that's the beauty part. It doesn't matter. It's the faith.
Right. Absolutely.
So that sort of proves my point. It's the faith in what you do that really matters, and how you change life is through your faith.
Yes.
So very good.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for sharing, and stop back again. We will come up with a schedule for these and talk about some really interesting topics. So, like I said before, if you have any ideas for sharing or questions or concerns, please get in touch with us, and we will be glad to address them to the best of our ability. If we don't know, we'll tell you we don't know.
Absolutely.
So, thanks again, folks.